Hello, this is the 142nd edition of Catch of the Day, available on the Branch Talk YouTube channel. Today we're going to continue reading from Doug Mitchell's book, When the Siege Has Ended, Ezekiel 5, The Judgment for the Living, starting at the top of page 38. In addressing his people, therein God calls them Jacob, meaning that they are of a character that is in need of a name change, even though they are called by the name of the overcomer, Israel. He further describes their character as being less than righteous and honorable, even though they think highly of themselves. He then lays out his complaint against them. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass, because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Therefore it came to pass, I showed it thee, lest thou shouldest say, Mine idol hath done them, and my graven image and my molten image hath commanded them. Isaiah 48, 3-5. Brother Hodder faithfully declared what was to transpire when the judgment for the living opened, and things have progressed just as he said they would. That is, he said that there would be a separation at the beginning of the harvest brought about by an unrolling of the scroll and the coming of the new message at that time, and by some people's rejection of it. Thus, when the Davidian leadership rejected the branch message, they folded up, and those other Davidians who privately interpreted the rod message either went back into the Adventist church, the world, or ended up in one of the many 100% rod splinter groups. The Adventists similarly went backwards at that time, renouncing the sanctuary truth and the testimonies of Ellen White, and allowing worldly ways and means to pervade the church, yet none therein say, Restore. Thou hast heard, see all this, and will not ye declare it? I have showed thee new things, from this time even hidden things, and thou didst not know them. They are created now, and not from the beginning, even before the day when thou heardest them not, lest thou shouldest say, Behold, I knew them. Isaiah 48, 6-7. The revelation of the events of Ezekiel 5, which were to occur at the end of the siege of Ezekiel 4, that we are currently examining, and especially as those things that relate to Malachi 3, 5, and 6, and the other relevant scriptures concerning the events of the unrolling of the scroll in the judgment for the living when the Lord was to come suddenly to his temple, have been hidden from view until this time. Therefore, as no former inspired commentator has explained the things in chapter 5, etc., none can say, Behold, I knew them. Thou hast heard, see all this, and will not ye declare it? Yea, thou heardest not, yea, thou knewest not, yea, from that time that thine ear was not opened. For I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and wast called a transgressor from the womb. Isaiah 48, verse 8. There is the reason why it was necessary for the Lord to unroll the scroll, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little, causing his people to go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. He knew that they wouldst deal very treacherously, and was called a transgressor from the womb. That's why the testimonies of the Spirit were given from the earliest days of the movement, to show us the reality of that condition. And why did the Lord do that? Because, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Revelations 3, verse 19. Notice that the Lord visits the church, not when she is in good spiritual standing with Him, but when she is in her greatest idolatry. Indeed, He could not visit her at a more opportune time, because only when she is in greatest darkness can she possibly discern light. And her condition, you know, can never improve unless He should call on her. Thus it was in John the Baptist's day, also when the Protestant Reformation came, and thus it is today. God knows how to save. Saving is His chief concern. 2 TG 6:21. The result of that great love is to bring us to the true experience of justification by faith, so that we might attain to the righteousness of Christ. Blessings. Take care.